Hey guys, Rach here, back with another video, and today we will be starting the first episode of Lee's artwork. And today I will be showing you a tutorial on how to make someone's arm look like it's made of like ice. So the first thing you'll want to do is you can grab the quick selection tool and either select the hand, which like this. Then you can press Control or Command C to copy it, or you can go into Edit and press Copy up top. And then once you're here, I've already done this step so that I didn't waste too much time, but I'm just going to show you anyways. Down here in the bottom right, it'll say this create a new layer here, this little symbol. You're going to want to click it, and if you have the first layer selected, then it'll place this one on top of it, and you'll want to press Control or Command V to paste it on. And so once you have that, you're gonna want to press Control Shift U. So this will take the saturation out of the arm, so all the colors and stuff, it's all gone now. And what you're going to want to do is go to Filter and Filter Gallery, give it a second to load, and then you're going to want to go to the artistic ones and go to Plastic Wrap, and you see it kind of I don't really know how to say it, but it encases the arm with some sort of plastic, which is the normal look, but depending on how you put it in, it looks kind of like ice. That's what the ice is supposed to be. So we'll put detail and highlight strength all the way up. We can kind of move the smoothness to wherever we'd like. I'm probably going to put it about here-ish. Then once you're done, you're going to want to press OK. And then, actually, I messed up. Hold on one second. So actually what you're going to want to do is copy this exact layer, so Control J, it'll create a copy of it up here. So the first layer you're gonna want to do is exactly what I showed you before, and have this all set up. Then press OK, and then you'll have that. Alright, the next step that you'll want to do is press Control or Command I, and it'll kind of give this a darker type of tone. And what you're going to want to do is click here where it says normal, go down to screen, and then click on screen, and then you'll have that type of ice effect. The next thing you'll want to do is go into image adjustments, hue saturation. Then you're going to want to click on colorize. And you're going to want to click on colorize, and then select the type of blue that you want. So for this, we'll kind of make it look like that a bit, maybe a little bit darker blue, just like that. And we can lighten it or darken it. I think I'm going to darken it just a bit, like about there. And then once you're done creating whatever color you'd like, you can press OK. The next thing you'll want to do is press Control or Command G, which will create, put this layer into a groove. And then, oh crap, I missed it. We'll be right back, guys. Alright, next thing you're going to want to do is go to this little symbol down here in the bottom right, and you're going to want to go to hue saturation. It'll set this up, and in order to link it to just this layer, because if I press colorize, it's going to colorize the entire thing, whatever color it is. But, so we'll uncolorize, uncolorize that for a second, and we'll link it into this one. Then you'll want to set whatever thing you want. Oh, that's why I didn't colorize. that more intense. Lower that a bit. And once you have it perfect, then you can just let go of it. And then next what you're going to want to do is have this layer selected, press Ctrl G. So now this is all grouped up, this layer and the hue saturation is grouped up. So I figured it out, guys. Instead of having it connected right here, I'll actually show you guys because I accidentally messed up by clicking off this. So you'll want to have the group selected, go down here, click on hue saturation. This should be the thing that pops up. You want to click colorize and click on this little button. If not, you can see right here the difference. So you'll want it selected. Go over here. I like the saturation up all the way, and then I'll just darken. Actually, maybe that's a little too much. Maybe, oh, that's a nice color there. We'll keep it like that. Like that, and then once you're done, click on this, and then this should be linked to your group here, and that should be good so far. Alright, so the next thing to do is, so if you like this, then that's all up to you, but you can also Ctrl J to make another copy in here to make it look kind of like this. And then the next, actually no, you'll have to do that, because the next thing that we're going to do is, so you have this layer here, you're going to want to go to filter again, once I find it, go to filter gallery. You want to go to the bottom one, or else it'll just paste the exact same thing as the plastic wrap that we put on it. So the next thing you want to go to is distort, click on glass, and then we want the frosted texture. And then we're going to want to increase the smoothness, and I'm going to lower the distortion just a little bit. Maybe about there-ish. And the scaling, we can do a bit of this. I think that should be good. Press OK. And now you have this glass type thing. So in order to make it look like it's not his entire arm that's made out of ice, so you have the first group selected, you're going to want to put a layer mask on it, I think is what it's called, I'm not sure. But I forget the name of it already. Layer mask, that's what it's called. And what you're going to want to do is press Ctrl I to invert it. And then, so down here you have your black and your white, which you can switch between with X. And then what you're going to want to do is go to brushes. And then with the brushes, if you want a certain size, you can hold Alt. Sorry, you have to hold right click, hold, oh, you have to be on the image. Hold Alt and then right click, and you can choose the size of it. Now what you're going to want to do is have your whiteout, and you can create sort of like this. So we're going to draw it all back with 100% opacity, 100% flow, but then we're going to want to lower it a bit. So we're going to want to lower the flow a bit, about there-ish, and then we can kind of measure that out. Maybe we want it lowered a bit more, because that took a lot. Now we can kind of fade it in a bit. Do we want even the lowest amount of flow, or we can kind of just fade it in just like that. Do a little touching up here and there. Try and get that little ice part here. Zoom into all the pixels so that you guys can see. Maybe we'll want to lower or raise the flow. Just get rid of that. And no, we don't, because that gets rid of too much. So we want to just get rid of that part. There we go. And then, so there's your ice arm. You can kind of do as you wish. You can erase more, erase less. You can do whatever you want, but that's pretty much how you can get the ice hand. If you want to, you can create snowflake type things. So what you're going to want to do for that is grab, you're going to actually probably want to grab the lasso tool, and then so you're going to click and drag. Then once you have that little thing selected, you can hold shift and add more particles, just like this. Exactly like this. So you can create more or less, as I've said before. And what you're going to want to do is go to edit. Where's the brush? Is it edit? Define brush preset. All the selected area is empty. Alright, well, maybe you gotta paint a background first. There you go. And then you're gonna want to go to define brush preset. And then you can do snow effect 1. Then, so I think if I go to brush, it should be there. So I have snow effect selected. Flow is low, that's why it might not appear. Huh. So we'll try it in here. Oh, okay. That's why. It's because it's inverted. Alright. So we're gonna want to create a new layer here. Alright, so we have the layer here. We don't want that release clipping mask. And then we can have the opacity up all the way. We're gonna want to, can't select the hardness for some weird reason. But then we can go into here. Alright, so now we can kind of, I'm trying to do some sort of effect here. So you can just kind of, once you figure it out, I just kind of did that quickly to show you guys how you can make your own. But you can make an effect kind of like that and make it so that it looks like he has a bunch of snowflakes around him. And I'm gonna probably try and make his arm glow a bit. So once you have the group selected, you're gonna want to double click on the side of it and bring up the layer style, and you're gonna want to go to outer glow. And then we'll move this to the side. I don't know if I can shrink it or not, but I'm trying to show you guys here a bit. And then we're gonna want to have it to be like a blue. And actually here, I don't think we want any of that to change. Alright, so once you have that double clicked, you're gonna want to go to outer glow. Go to the opacity. You can kind of turn it up, but you're gonna want to select your color first. So the color that I kind of want it to be sort of like a blue frost type of color. So you can have the noise up a bit, that gives it kind of like a frost look. Spread a bit. And kind of give it a glow like that. Increase the size. Range. can kind of have it low or lowered. So we're gonna want to lower the size a bit to a bit. Actually, I'm gonna keep the size there just because when I raise it over here, it freezes the stuff up. See, between two, we can have two, but past two, it kind of gets out of hand there. Maybe we can make it a bit darker, a bit darker color. Just give it a darker type of texture. Select one until you think one looks good. I think this one looks the best. That one's pretty cool. And then once you are all done, you can press OK. And then you will have your ice hand. You can always press on the particles. Do little particles again. Have like a little aura around it. Maybe we'll want to lower the flow a little bit to kind of lower it a bit more, just so that you can kind of see it around. You don't want to 100% cover the screen. Maybe we'll lower it a bit, and then we can have a couple pieces show a bit more than others. And there you go. That's kind of your frost hand. This is the tutorial for today, and thank you guys so much for watching. If you like stuff like this, comment down below and tell me. Like, subscribe if you enjoy things like this, or if you even enjoy funny edits for games. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Goodbye.